the literal time I filmed in like a month, and the doorbell rings and all the dogs go nuts, and here we are. I'm so sorry for the delay in content. I am under a terrifying amount of stress currently. Hopefully it will be resolving itself in the near future, but please continue to give me grace. I so appreciate it. I am on Instagram. Feel free to like hit me up if you have questions, whatever. I am available. I'm just, long form content is problematic right now just because I have literally no time. I'm not getting enough sleep. We are gonna get into it because this video is a much overdue tirzepatide update. I wanna kind of talk through this quickly for you just because, you know, I have like a series on this. Today is February 22nd. It's Thursday. I just took my second shot of this round. So let me back up. Okay, so I wanna talk through where I'm at right now, and I wanna talk through why, and like my specific, if you've watched all my videos, you already know all this kind of stuff, but if you haven't, I wanna catch you up. I wanna give you like the quick and dirty. So I had gained 43 pounds in about 2.5 years because I'm in perimenopause, and I'm about 5'4.5". So that is not like a normal amount of weight for somebody my size to just pack on. So I have a whole like perimenopause, like hormone crap. I've got those pieces of content up as well. But for the sake of this video, I was on semaglutide and then I transitioned to tirzepatide, and I got the weight off in addition to some other things that I do. So I stopped taking it October of 2023 because I had maintained for a while and I thought I was fine, and I did. I maintained pretty well. The problem that I found myself in was that I didn't time this great. And I had a hunch this was gonna happen. I mean, I really have learned to like just flat out trust my intuition. But to catch you up, October of 2023. So for me, I walked into the holidays. I walked into a tornado of stress, and I walked into the 1-year anniversary of like the hardest loss I'll ever experience. So my therapist says I had 3 layers of grief that I was like, you're processing grief in 3 different ways. So like 3x grief. And I had the holidays, and I had this other stress that is my whole life right now. So just like not the time to like go taking yourself off a GLP-1. Now, the thing I will say specifically in my case is with stress increases your cortisol. I'm in perimenopause. So I started noticing I wasn't able to hold a fast as long. I was having weird cravings, like for food I don't normally eat, like chocolate covered pretzels. Or I'd want, like I just couldn't stop, you know? And the thing that I've noticed a lot lately, because I'm in like just high stress, I'm at like an 11 out of 10. My sleep is shit. I'm breaking out. I mean, all my things are going off. So I got back on it. I got on sort of like a maintenance dose. So I'm doing 10 milligrams every 2 weeks now. I was gonna do 3, but my Oura ring straight up told me I basically took a nap last night. So I just need all the help I can get. This is where I'm at now. So that's from October to February. So I got back on it February, I think 8th. Yeah, 8th. So that's where I'm at now. In the interim, I had gained a max of 14 pounds. I really tended to hang out in that 10 to 12 though range. The 14 was at the very end when I got back on the shots, because of just, when you're not sleeping and that kind of stuff, like you do pack on. At least for me, I'll gain. If I sleep great, I'll actually lose weight. I had started these new cravings, I was gaining weight, and I needed to turn off the food noise and just focus on what I really need to focus on. So I got right back on it. Another reason why I did it was maintaining your weight's really healthy. And when you're, and I think no matter what like your phase of life is, but for me specifically in my hormonal state that I'm in, maintaining my weight is definitely not a bad thing. So I got back on it. I'm very happy. Self-administer. My cousin, who's a doctor, she's my prescribing doctor for it now. So I don't go to the med spa anymore. It's much more cost effective for me to do it this way. Plus I wasn't getting any of like the perks that they were trying to offer. I didn't get any of those. So I just gave up on that. No like shade to them if you go there, if you also do something a la that, whatever floats your boat. But for me, this is much more sustainable. I like this formula, I find too. I've had 0 side effects. I will say that. I didn't have any before, and I don't have any now. So in that 4-month span of time, getting back on it, it was instant. Like I instantly was like, all the food noise went away, my bloat. So I told you I had gained the max of 14. So in a matter of, I want to say like 4 days, I had 7 off of me, which really goes to show you how much of that was bloat, because that's not real. Like that's not 3,500 times 7. You know what I mean? That's insane. But it's just air and bloat. And I've got this, I'm built like kind of like Dolly Parton. So I've got that build that like, I just look like bigger, easy. And so that's off. And then I'm down another, what am I down a total of now? Like 8 point something. And it's been 2 weeks. So I've got another, I don't know, 5 to go until 5, 6, something like that to go until I'm where I was maintaining. And then I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna stay on it. My plan of attack is to stay on it for at least a year on a maintenance dose, mainly because I know what the next year of my life is gonna look like, and it's definitely not gonna hurt. And now that I've found a more cost-effective way to do it, I'm much happier that way. You know what I mean? It's not like as much of a burden for me. So actually at this point, it's like almost cheaper than how much it would cost to feed me the meals I'm not eating. But that's a whole different economic conversation. But yeah, so the same kind of diet stuff applies. I'm prioritizing protein and fat. I really don't eat much carb. I don't eat much. I really avoid sugar as much as possible. I haven't changed anything else. I will also, straight up, I remember saying in the beginning that like you really can't drink much on it. I can drink fine on it. Maybe it's because I'd been on it for so long, or I kind of normalized, I'd adapted to it. So I don't notice specifically that I get like drunker quicker. My alcohol tolerance hasn't changed. It's more of a timing thing. So like I'm not that big. So if I drink a lot quickly, I'm gonna be wasted. But I find if I am paced, I'm fine. So for what that's worth, if you're in a similar boat. But mainly I got back on it because of stress, and I can tell you immediately, I feel like, especially with how much shit I've got going on right now, to have that just dealt with in my head. Like I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm used to. I know all that kind of stuff. It is so helpful. So I'm really happy to be back on it. I'll keep y'all posted. I plan to stay on it for the foreseeable future, at least. I don't know. I'm kind of fine with, I've been reading a bunch of the things like the long-term effects on it. And there's so much stuff out there that I think we're still learning. Cause like this isn't like a long-term thing, right? It's like all of the kind of shorter to midterm studies are coming back positive. I also feel like as we learn more about women specifically, that's gonna be, I feel like, a bit of a game changer. But that's just my completely unqualified hypothesis. I'm just purely speculating. But yeah, so that's my update for you. I just wanted to give you like a real quick heads up that this is where I'm at and this is what I'm doing and here's why. And we're doing great. I'm really looking forward to seeing where I'm at. Well, hell, in like 2 more weeks, maybe. I'm open, like, I don't really have much of a plan. I'm not like married to a timeline. I'm not married to a dosage. I'm not interested in doing anything necessarily for any other reason other than to keep me as healthy as I can, because especially with what I've got going on right now, and I'll talk through that in a different video when I'm in a headspace and when I can, I will. I'm not gatekeeping for no reason. I just can't say anything just yet. When I can, I will. But also once I'm there, I think my sleep will improve. I think all my other stuff that I'm struggling with right now will get a lot better. And then I think that will actually help me kick out, like, my cortisol is not gonna be as high, so I'm not gonna have to be fighting as much like stress hormone stuff, right? So again, we'll see, but that's where I'm at right now. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, y'all. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments below, and I'm happy to answer them. Just keep them respectful. The other thing that I was gonna say to you, if you have video ideas, or if there's anything that I kind of owe you in terms of content, let me know. I keep a planner of stuff, but I'm not gonna necessarily make like a lot of promises in terms of how quickly I can get it out, but I promise you I will prioritize it. So just let me know, because I definitely have a lot of, I'm having a lot of memory issues with, I think it's mainly grief and trauma, but that's been a thing that I'm definitely very aware of. I'm just doing so much that I forget who I say what to if I don't write it down and keep notes of it. So like work-wise, I'm married to a notebook, but outside of that, I mean, YouTube does not pay a single bill for me. So like, I'm not prioritizing, you know what I mean? That kind of attention to detail, but I don't want you to take that as a form of neglect. I am still here. I am still producing content. I just need some grace, and I need you to kind of tell me what I forgot, if you would be so kind. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all soon.